that the LZ is too hot. Make your way one click to your Sierra Echo and wait for extraction. Over.
Ramirez! Ramirez!
Yalty, what are we doing?
Ramirez, I want you guys to head back to the LZ, but have first squad provide 20 seconds of cover. You and Holt flank left. Take 2 more guys and flank right. Fuck! Who got hit back there?
Fuck, that's Tran. Sounds like Tran. We didn't make contact that far out. The VC must have moved him. I think they've dragged him back. Probably trying to use him as bait.
How many VC do you think are back there?
LT, you can't go get him. They could have dragged him to Cambodia by now. You'll be able to get any Artie if you cross over.
Just can't leave him. I gotta go back.
People have gone missing in the North Houston area, including the latest victim, a young mother identified as Catherine Roberts. She was abducted from that same mall over 2 weeks ago. Police suspect foul play as there have been drug-related abductions all over the area the past few weeks. If you have any information, please contact the Houston Police Department. In other news, we have your 7-day forecast.
Hi, Jen, it's Mark. Sorry to call so late, but I'm not feeling too well today. Yeah, I know the deadline's coming up, but I can't seem to shake this bug. No, I don't think I need to see a doctor. Well, if I missed that much work, I couldn't afford the copay to see the doctor. Thanks, Jen. I'll see you Monday. Bye. That's it. That's all I got left. Hi, son. I guess you're getting ready for work. That's all right, I can just leave you this message. really like it if you could come by. I need to talk to you. All right, just call me when you get this message. Bye. Hit! 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 Excellent. Now do you see? Tran's demonstrating how to fire from the prone position. This gives you a lot of stability, but minimizes your exposure. Tran, get up, please. Very well done.
Dad.
I'm coming.
Dad, it's me, Eric.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Dad, what happened? I called you back, you never picked up. In fact, I called 3 times and left messages.
Sorry, I haven't been feeling too well lately. I haven't been to work all week.
Okay, well, I got some sandwiches. You hungry? Oh, were you making something? Dad, these eggs are cold. Have you been asleep all day?
Yeah, I told you I haven't been feeling very well.
Dad. Dad, what's wrong? This isn't like you. Is it that new medication the doctor has you on? Are you having side effects?
Somewhat.
You're almost out of both. I don't get it. I thought you were only on that new one for depression.
The other one was for my back that I threw out a year ago. I pulled it again a few weeks ago, and I've been taking them both ever since.
Does your doctor know about that? You know, mixing medications? You gotta be careful mixing and matching things. You can get some serious side effects. Now, how's your back now?
Do you believe in God?
What?
Your mom used to take you to church every Sunday. At least that's the way I remember it. She used to get on my ass for not always taking you on the weekends I had you.
Well, at least we both know that was rarely a problem. Since you canceled so much.
You didn't answer my question. Do you believe in God?
Yeah. Sure, I do. I mean, I don't go to church anymore, but I think there's something.
I didn't used to. Even when I was in Vietnam, I just didn't see it. I went over there when I was 22. I was a young lieutenant in charge of all these kids. That's what they were. Hell, I was one too.
What are we, bonding now, Dad? You've never talked about any of this.
We had an ARBN unit attached to us. Some of them didn't want to fight. Seemed chicken to me, especially those rough puffs who were in charge of the local areas. I didn't know what to make of it at the time. Looking back at it now, I guess they just weren't that interested in what the South was offering. There was one Arvin soldier attached to us, a young kid. His name was Tran, and he always seemed to give his best. Just a kid, maybe 19. One of his dreams was coming to America. Always wanted to own his own car more than anything else. I think his parents were poor farmers or something. He used to ask me a lot of questions, and I would talk to him a lot when we took our breaks on patrol.
Dad,
I let that kid die. Command had reported to us that there were potentially VC in our area. We had already located the people in the nearby village. So I wasn't sure where they were getting their support from, except maybe across the Cambodian border. We weren't allowed to cross over. Even if we had engaged the enemy and were putting pressure on them, if they crossed over, they were off limits. How do you like that? They could cross over and they'd have a fucking safe spot. We didn't have air support, nothing. We sure as hell didn't have anything like that. We'd be out on patrol and somebody'd get shot in the face or step on a toe popper, punji sticks, anything. Well, we were on this patrol. Oh God, the military ran all kinds of operations. There was one, Operation Ranch Hand, where ranch hands would spray herbicides to destroy the jungle. That way Charlie couldn't hide in ambushes. I remember being out on patrol when they were spraying and I'd have to throw on a poncho. But this day, we were part of Operation Wandering Soul. The Vietnamese believe in the wandering soul. It's their belief that if the dead aren't buried in the homeland of their ancestors, that their souls will wander in pain forever. However, you can contact them on the anniversary of their death if they're near where they died. So the military was playing on this. They had engineers come up with this creepy tape of this father who was a wandering soul telling his family what had happened. And they would play that tape from choppers that were flying over. Hell, we would load them on our packs and carrying around those loudspeakers. While we were on patrol, the tape was playing from our backs. We called those tapes Ghost Tape 10 because the number 10 was slang for anything that was very bad. And if you were carrying those tapes, it was guaranteed you would get fire from Charlie. I think part of the reason was they didn't want that tape to scare their men. Part of it was because they were just angry. So we were investigating whether they were operating in the area or not, playing the tape. And we came under fire and Tran got hit. They pinned down his squad and dragged Tran across the Cambodian border in an attempt to draw us in. we couldn't call for air support because they were on the other side of the river. But really, they just wanted to taunt us in revenge.
So what did you do?
Much to the platoon sergeant's chagrin, I went back alone to get him. I told the platoon to cover their retreat back to the LZ, hoping the VC would think that we had pulled out completely. I ran through the jungle for a few minutes, flanking the screaming. But when I got to the Cambodian border, I just couldn't do it. God, I was so scared. It's funny how human beings are. If you think about something long enough and hard enough, you can rationalize anything. You can even rationalize murder if you had to. But all I could think was, what if I got hurt over here? Who would take care of my family? Then I got this terrible stomachache. Tears welled up in my eyes, and the screaming stopped. I thought they had killed him. There was no use to go on. So I ran back and caught a sniper's round in my leg. Made it back to the LZ, but my days as a platoon leader were over. They flew me back to Japan to have surgery on my leg. Almost ended up losing it. And I got out of the Army soon after that.
So, did you ever find out what happened to Tran?
I was told he was listed as KIA, killed in action. But that government doesn't even exist anymore. So, who knows for sure? I just don't see how he could have survived that.
Dad, why are you telling me all of this? Is something wrong?
What would you do if you could go back to fix anything that you wanted?
Dad.
I'm serious.
I guess I'd go back to my college years. I mean, I graduated, but I could have done it a lot sooner. I wasted 2 years retaking courses I should have passed on the first try. Would have been nice if I could have stopped you and Mom from getting a divorce. Not sure how I could have. I was just a baby when you guys split up. Dad, what's wrong? I mean, in all the years that I've known you, you've never been like this with me. I know you went to the doctor recently. Did he tell you something that scared you?
No, nothing like that. He put me on some new depression medication. However, I began taking this pain medication for my back at the same time. Now I'm having these side effects, these seizures.
Seizure? Your medication's giving you seizures? Dad, I told you, you gotta be careful. You can't just mix and match things without talking to your doctor first.
There's more to it than that. Let me start from the beginning. So I came home from the pharmacy and my back was killing me. I was going through the medicine cabinet and found my old pain medication. Didn't have anywhere to go for the rest of the day, so I figured I'd take them both and see if there were any drowsy side effects or anything. I remember checking the clock, and it was about 1 o'clock on Saturday. The
pill said to take them with food. It was lunch. I remember that clearly. I was watching TV when I saw that the classic Night of the Living Dead was on. Gosh, I haven't seen that thing in years. So I started to watch it, but I quickly felt very drowsy. I swear to God, it was on the part where Ben arrives at the house where they're going to hold out against the zombies. I felt like I had fallen asleep for just a second. Then I woke up, but it was a feeling unlike anything I've ever had before. It wasn't so much how I felt when I woke up, but what I saw when I woke up. The movie had jumped back about 7 minutes. It was at the part where Johnny and Barbara are at the cemetery, right at the opening.
Okay, so you probably hit the remote with your leg when you fell asleep, Dad.
Oh, remember how I said that it was on television? I wasn't playing the movie on the DVD player. I don't even own the movie. I don't have anything to record it with either, except that old VCR. I don't have any blank tapes for that.
Okay, Dad. So you didn't record the movie. Then what happened?
Well, I looked at the clock over and over again. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't been pacing with the movie. But after about a minute, I came out of it. I woke up and tasted something strange in my mouth. It was foam, like frothy saliva or something. The television was still on, but the strange thing was that it was about a minute ahead of where I'd left off after Ben showed up at the house.
Okay, so what does that mean?
It means that I was asleep, or whatever you want to call it, out, for the exact amount of time that I was awake in my dream. When has that ever happened to you?
It hasn't. But I haven't done something as stupid as mix unknown medications. Did you call your doctor?
No, not yet. I decided I had to test it further.
Jesus Christ, Dad. What do you mean test it further?
Remember that old camcorder, the one I never use? Well, I still got it because I couldn't get much cash for it. I set it up on the tripod. I started recording, and I took the pills. I checked the clock. It was about 1:30 in the afternoon. And then it came to me. I started thinking about the beginning of that movie, Night of the Living Dead, when I was watching it. And I was thinking, gosh, I wish I had started it 10 minutes earlier so I could catch the beginning. So I concentrated real hard about when I first got home. I got that feeling, dozing off, waking up a second later. And I was in the bathroom holding my medications.
Dad. What the hell, Dad? What were you thinking? So then what happened? A minute passed, and you woke up, and you were back on the couch?
Yeah. About a minute had passed. And I was back on the couch with that strange taste in my mouth. So I got the tape out of the camcorder and played it. I had been on the couch the entire time, and it looked like I had a seizure. I had foam coming out of my mouth and everything. And it was just like before. A minute had passed in my dream, and a minute had passed in real life.
Yeah, Dad. Real life. Dad, you had a seizure, which could have killed you. You didn't answer me earlier. Did you call the pharmacy or your doctor yet?
You don't believe me at all, do you?
I believe that your medication is giving you seizures. Dad, you're making it sound like you're time traveling. In real time or something. And no, I don't believe that.
I can prove it.
Oh yeah, how?
Okay, here it is. Take a look at this.
Okay, it's my 10th birthday party. So what?
I wasn't there for that birthday party.
Dad, yes you were. You took the 8mm video. You always took the 8mm video. And Mama always took the pictures.
I wasn't there for that party. I missed that party the first time. I went back and skipped work this time.
You took the medications again?
I had to.
Unbelievable.
I had to test on something I could change to see if I could affect the present.
All right.
And when I came back, that picture
Dad.
was in the photo album.
Dad, where are the pills? Give me the pills.
I'm not giving you my pills. I need you to calm down.
Calm down. You want me to calm down? All right.
Hey, give those back. I don't have any more.
Good. That way you can't take anymore. Until I've had a chance to call the pharmacy and your doctor. Fine. You want them so bad? Here you go.
Jesus Christ, no!
Dad. Dad, I'm sorry, but I love you. I'm going to get you some help. It's gonna be okay.
Don't do this. I have so many things I need to fix. Don't call the doctor.
Dad.
I was so close to going back and saving Tran. I didn't do my job the first time. And this was my chance to fix it. I had done the math and figured out how many pills I needed to take. But you ruined it. Oh, God.
Dad, look, I'll call you tomorrow. Okay? We'll sort this whole thing out. Just get some rest. Okay?
Hey, hi, Melissa. Are you busy tonight?
tôi đã về với Mendoza.
Are you okay, hon?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just had a nightmare.
Oh. I heard you made lots of noise. I wanted to wake you up before I left.
No, I'm fine. I've had an argument with my son earlier. It's just been a bad week.
Do you need something to take the edge off?
Wait 1 second. Can you get me these exact pills?
Let me see. I have a friend. He can get them for you. I can hook you two up. But for another $50 finder's fee. Let me call my friend.
I need them tonight.
All right, sweetie.
Yeah, this is the place. All right, Lieutenant. Let's go. Move your ass.
Who the fuck is it? Hi, are you Steve? I'm a friend of Melissa. She gave me your info and said she had called you.
I don't know no fucking Melissa.
She told me she called you just a few hours ago.
Do you have the cash?
Yeah, I've got it all right here.
Don't fucking take it out. Put it back in your fucking pocket and get in here first. Let me see the money. Don't wait right here.
Excuse me. Are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Wake up. Please, wake up. Come on. We gotta get you out of here.
Here you go. Take these and get the fuck out. Go.
Hey, is she okay?
I said get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but she could use some help.
If you don't get the fuck out of here right now, I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face.
Please, I just... Please, help. I've been shot. And there's a girl who's dying too. Please, help us. Jesus.
Hello? Oh. Hi, officer. Yes? So the girl that my dad saved, that's the same girl that's been all over the news? No, like I said, I have no idea what he was doing there. Okay. Thank you for the follow-up. I'll let you know if I think of anything else. Goodbye.
Mr. Schroeder. This is Barry, the private investigator that you hired. I've been trying to contact you the past few days. We spoke over a week ago. Like you said, I waited before I began my research for a Mr. Antran. But I've finished with, and am just waiting to get in contact with you so I can give you the details. It turns out that he did not die in Vietnam during the war. He relocated to Pomona, California in the 1970s. Anyway, I have a lot more details. Please give me a call back when you have the time, and I'd be happy to schedule a meeting so I can provide my full report. Thanks. Bye.
Activities of the 6th Psychological Operations Battalion are varied. In Saigon, a small team of advisors to the Vietnamese on television operations works with station WTVN, which operates on Channel 9 and reaches about 1,100 TV sets. Broadcasts are accomplished in modern, well-equipped studios. Under the supervision of Lieutenant Robert J. Serry, the three-man advisory team prepares one 90-minute program per week, film and live, as well as the production of numerous special programs. On another front, a loudspeaker team from the 245th PSYOPS Company is assigned to the 2/71st Air Cav, where they accompany troops in the field on search and clear missions. Along with them, the PSYOPS team carries loudspeakers and amplifiers on their backs. When Viet Cong are killed, members of the team place leaflets on the bodies as a grim reminder to the others. Other PSYOPS men, through the interpreter, interrogate a suspected VC. Yet another team from the 245th PSYOPS Company is deployed with a 1st Air Cav U-10 on a leaflet dropping mission. The leaflets have influenced large numbers of Viet Cong to surrender. Along with leaflets, the teams broadcast pre-taped messages to the inhabitants of the target area. The planes fly 4 or 5 missions a day, urging the Viet Cong to surrender. In special situations, the ARVN interpreter talks directly over the loudspeaker set, as in the case of 2 Vietnamese who are hiding in fish traps. These 2 men have been talked out of hiding and are being held at bay by the choppers until ground troops take over. Loudspeaker teams have also been employed to assist medcap teams. Working hand in hand, the PSYOPS men are used to tell the people that the medics have arrived in town. This spirit of cooperation between PSYOPS and other units goes a long way toward their common goal of pacification.